Okie dokie. Okie dokie. More items gonna come up to the beauty. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. As you can see, this side of the bima is full, but that side of the bima is empty. And if for some reason Rabbi has decided to check in on the streaming, we just want to wish her a mazel tov. on the baby naming of her granddaughter, Rena. She will be named tomorrow during the Torah service down in Raleigh, North Carolina. So that's where she is. We are very happy for her and wish her a hearty, hearty mazel tov. So, Rabbi, if you're out there, mazel tov. So, our service starts on page 120 in our prayer books. And to light our Shabbat candles, we'd like to invite the bat mitzvah of tomorrow, Miss Claire. She'll come with her parents and her brother up to the bima to light the Shabbat candles and to chant the Kiddush for us. We're on page 120. These beautiful candlesticks, so you'll notice they're not our regular candlesticks. Our regular candlesticks, Manny put away because these beautiful candlesticks are from Claire's great-great-grandmother, Tema, from Russia, who brought them with her when the family came over. So we are very grateful to be able to be using that and to have that little piece of a legacy with us this Shabbat. So, Isla, if you'll just pick up the candle and light the 2 candles, and I'll chant. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivonu lihadlik ner shel Shabbat. That was very rare. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei beri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'ratzon hivrianu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila l'migra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim ki anu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodeshecha be'ahava u'ratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai v'kadosh Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim, sweetie, take a sip. Beautiful. All right, you guys, thank you so much. You can go back to your seats in the congregation. I also want to thank our BIM bombers who opened our service, Elliot and Juliet and Sari. They will be back with us in just a few more minutes when we do Shema and Micha Mocha, but I just want to say thank you for opening the service for us. We're going to continue with the chanting of Lecha Dodi, page 138 in your Sidurim. We're going to chant verses 1 and 2, and then we'll go to verse 9 rather. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela la 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 la. Lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'diborechad, Hishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'liti la 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 la, Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lichu v'nelchav, ki mekur habracha, virush mikedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila la 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 la. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei nikabelah. We rise and we face the sanctuary doors as we symbolically greet the Shabbat bride. Bo'i v'shalom ateret b'alam, gam b'simcha u'v'tzolam, tuch emunei am segulam, bo'i chala, lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabelah. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabelah, la 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 la. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabelah. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabelah. We turn in our prayer books to page 146. Please feel free to face the front of the sanctuary now. And we continue with Baruch Hu. Okay, not too slow. You're in the wrong key. Can we hold on a second? Can you please put the capo on capo 2, and then maybe I'll be in the right key. There we go. This is my friend Alan. He is a member of the congregation. He is used to my abuse, so please don't feel that I am being mean in any way, shape, or form.
I call her every morning to apologize.
There we go. So now I will sing it in the right key. Let's go, my friend. Baruch Hu, take over. Do over. That feels better. Okay. Yai da dai dai yai dai dai yai dai yai dai dai yai da dai 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 yai dai yai dai dai yai da dai dai yai dai dai yai dai yai dai 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 dai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Le'olam Va'en. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due. Now and forever. Ya-da-da-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da, 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 We're going to continue with the Shema. Go up one more step, guys. There we go. Perfect. All right. Louder, Alan. I can't hear you. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael I'd like to invite, please be seated. I'd like to invite Claire to the bima to join me in Via Hafla. We are on page 154. We'll do it together. Right? You get it started.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטפטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Beautiful. How'd it feel? Good. Good. All right.
That was a trial run for tomorrow morning service, so I figured get a shot. All right, you guys ready to do Micha Mocha? We're going to turn in our prayer books. Micha Mocha. And Alan was ready. All right, you guys stand up. All right. You guys ready? Micha Mocha. All right, Al, give me something. I need to hear you. Can you play loud? Yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai my turn Malchutecha Malchutecha Ra'u Vanecha Bokei Hayam Lifnei Moshe Ze'eli Anu V'amru Ze'eli Anu V'amru Adonai Yimlo Le'olam Va'ed Adonai Yimlo Le'olam Va'ed. Terrific, you guys, you go back to your seats now. All right. Weren't they great? They worked on those prayers with Jordan, their teacher, so thank you, Jordan. They're going to be back at the end of services, and we'll do another encore of Bim Bam, if that's all right with everybody. So we're going to turn in our prayer books to page 160 for Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu lishalom V'hamidenu malkeinu lichai. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us with wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu lishalom V'hamidenu L'chaim. One more time, l'chaim. L'chaim. On the top of page 161, can we read together, please? Please join me. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Amen. Please join me in Vishamru, page 162. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorot ha'merit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorot ha'merit olam. B'ni uvin b'nei Yisrael, otil olam, otil olam, otil olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorot ha'merit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorot ha'merit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorot ha'merit olam. We rise for tefillah, beginning on page 164. Sorry, not to myself. Adonai sivatai tivtach ufi agi tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el hagadol ha'ibor v'hanora, Elyon, gomel chasadim tovim, v'konei hakol, v'zocher chasei avod v'imahot, u'mevin geula livnei bneihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר, מושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה כל הטרוף להושיע, מוריד אתה, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו, תשני עפר, בכמוך בגבורות, ומתומלה
ישוע, ונאמרת לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני בחיי הכול. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may be seated. Be with you in a second. Not yet. Please join me in the reading on the bottom of page 175. Page 175. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. We continue with Shalom Rav, page 178. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Ki ata melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom ra'ah al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'ah al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. V'tov v'hinecha livarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol lid u'b'chol shah v'shlomecha. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. During our worship experience, there are time for written prayers, which we find in our prayer books, and there is time for silent prayer, prayers of our own hearts. I ask that you take a moment for your own silent prayer.
shalom bimramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvot hevel, v'imru Amen. Go to the Yidais. Oh, say shalom bimramav. Huyas shalom aleinu, bihal kol Yisrael, bihal kol yoshvot hevel, v'imru Amen.
At this time, I would offer prayers of healing for those who are in need of healing of body, healing of mind, or healing of spirit. If there's anybody in the congregation for whom you'd like to say a prayer of healing, please feel free to say their name out loud. Charlie Koenig. For those known to us and for those unknown, we say, Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. Blessing is Adonai, from whom the source of healing flows. So it's our family service. So I'd like to ask Mrs. Elizabeth Block, who will be leaving us as our Director of Congregational Learning and be taking a new position down in good old Georgia, at Sandy Springs, Georgia. She just accepted an offer down south today. So we are wishing her a tremendous mazel tov. We will miss her. I kind of hope she'd find a job in the area, but oh well. Our loss is their gain, so we wish her a mazel tov. But Elizabeth, would you share a story with our young folks? Yes, better.
All right, so Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Okay, so it's been long in our Jewish tradition that Shabbat is a time to kind of reflect and learn and teach and relax. So families, especially in the old country, European countries of 200, 300, 400, 500 years ago, where especially in Poland, these stories come from, and where families would tell stories to their children with, sometimes they were Shabbat stories, sometimes they were just good stories to learn from. Okay, so pay attention and let's see what we can learn from this story. All right? Now, because these are stories from those olden times, some of the names of the people in the story are names that you may not hear today. But it's a good reminder that there are Jewish names that our ancestors used to give their children in the old country. All right, so the hero of our story is Motel. Can you say Motel? Motel, yeah. So Motel was a poor man, and all he had was, to kind of make a little money, earning to live, was a horse and a carriage that he would give rides to people to wherever they needed to go. One morning, he took this man to the train station, and it was a long way out. So on his way back, going through the countryside, he realized that he was hungry. So he saw a restaurant on the way, and he decided to stop and have breakfast. So he stopped, he went in, he had his breakfast. 4 eggs, mind you. 4 hard-boiled eggs. Some bread, butter, all happy, satisfied, puts his hand in his pocket to pay, and lo and behold, there was a hole in his pocket. And he lost his wallet. He couldn't pay. So he told the restaurant owner, you know what? Next time I come through, I promise you. In those days, I think this story actually comes from Russia probably, because it was half a ruble. And so he said, next time I come along this way, I will pay you your half a ruble. And what would the restaurant owner do but say, okay? And so Motel went home. And for weeks, he did not get any rides going in that direction. And soon he forgot that he owed half a ruble to that restaurant owner. And so a few months went by, and then his relatives from America wrote to him, come to America. It's the promised land of opportunity. And so he went to America. And in America, it was a land of opportunity for him, and he became rich. And after a few years, he got homesick. And so he decided to travel back home. And when he came home, he got off the train, and he took a carriage, a horse and carriage, to go to his old home in that little village. And on the way, he saw the restaurant, and suddenly he remembered that he owed the restaurant owner half a ruble. What did he owe? How much did he owe?
Half a ruble.
That's right. And so he went in, he asked the carriage driver to please stop. I'll be right out. And he goes in and he sees the owner. The owner does not even remember him, because now he's dressed like a rich man, right? Because he came to the land of opportunity and he'd made a lot of money. So he didn't look like that old guy with a torn pocket who lost his wallet. And so he reminded the restaurant owner, oh, a few years back I came through and I ate a breakfast of 4 hard-boiled eggs, and I owe you half a ruble, and here it is. So, the restaurant owner thought for a moment, this guy looks rich, don't remember anything of what he said. But he says, half a ruble? Wait a minute. Those 4 eggs could have hatched, and those chicks could have had more eggs, and those eggs would have hatched. And so he starts adding up how many chicks and eggs would those 4 eggs, start. And therefore he says, you owe me 16,536 rubles. How many rubles?
600, 300.
300, 600, 500, something. Okay, so a lot of money. And so he says, wait a minute, how can that be? He says, I'm sorry, but because it was almost Shabbat, they couldn't go find the police officer or a judge to decide how much he owed. So across the street, there was this hotel. So he's like, okay, it's Shabbat. I don't travel on Shabbat. I'm going to go stay at the hotel, and tomorrow after Shabbat, we'll decide. So while during Shabbat, he wakes up in the morning and he has a little breakfast, but he's worried all day. And so the hotel owner's daughter, mind you, woman, smart woman, says to him, you look so worried. What's going on? And he says, well, this is what happened. And he tells her the story. And she says, yeah, you're right to be worried, but let me tell you that it's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. And so, of course, after Havdalah, after Shabbat is over, the restaurant owner and what was his name? Ah, they all know someone from the old country. Motel. Okay, so Motel and the restaurant owner, they decide to go find the judge. That's what they did. They went to the judge's home, after Havdalah, Saturday night. Okay, so when they arrived there, of course, the restaurant owner is telling his story. I could have had this many chicks and eggs, and this is how much money I lost. And suddenly, the hotel owner's daughter barges in with a sack in her hand, and she says to the restaurant owner, here it is. Here are the chestnuts we're going to plant tomorrow. He says, what does it matter? And she says, well, it does matter. Make sure the chestnuts are okay because we're going to plant trees and they're going to grow and they're going to be beautiful. And so the restaurant owner takes the sack. He looks inside. He says, but these are roasted. Everybody knows that roasted chestnuts are not going to sprout and become into trees, right? Because they're cooked. And she said, aha. So how could have those hard-boiled eggs turned into chicks and more eggs and 16,637 rubles worth, right? And so the judge said, you know what? Absolutely right. Mortal, you only owe the restaurant owner how much?
Half a ruble.
All right, you got it. Okay, and so then, what do you think happened after all the townspeople heard of the greedy restaurant owner?
They didn't buy anything from him.
Oh my God, so smart. You must be going to Temple Har Shalom Religious School. That is true. So, because he was so greedy, people stopped going to his restaurant. And soon he was out of business. So what's the moral of the story?
Be greedy. Don't be greedy.
That's right. That's right. To share and to care. There are people in this world that are not as fortunate as we are, and there's always someone that we can help. And we certainly should not be greedy. Excellent. So, is that a good Shabbat lesson? But also a reminder to help those who are genuinely in need, okay? So sharing is good, and not being greedy is certainly required. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Yasher Koach. That was beautiful. So it is our first Shabbat of the month, and on the first Shabbat of our month, we have birthday blessings. So is there anybody who has a birthday in the month of May? My husband does, but he's not in the sanctuary, so he gets left out. So anybody else have a birthday in the month of May? Claire, would you like to come up here, my love? Anybody else? No? Adults? It doesn't have to be children. It could be a friend. It could be those who are young and those who are young at heart, as the rabbi always says. Seriously, there's no other birthdays? Come on, Avery. And there's two more friends. There we go. Just a quick birthday blessing. I won't embarrass you, I promise. All right. When's your birthday? Oh, it was yesterday. Yesterday. Happy birthday. Thank you. And where's your birthday? The 10th. The 19th. The 15th. That's my husband's birthday, and now he's missing his birthday blessing. Oh, well. So we say, Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov v'Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah. May God bless you and wish you a wonderful, healthy, and happy birthday. A year full of goodness, of good stuff, like tomorrow. Lots of celebration and really good times. So would you guys like a lollipop? Okay. Shabbat Shalom. All right, now my husband comes in the sanctuary. It's your birthday. It's your birthday blessing, and you missed it. I love you, Abba. Happy birthday. All right. We're going to turn in our prayer books to page 586, and we're going to rise for Elena. Claire, don't sit down. I need you and Harrison to open the ark. Page 586.
Aleinu neshabeach Adon hakol, latit gdula yotzei brishit, shelo asanu kiloi ha'aratzut, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adamah, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, v'guralinu k'chamonam, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום וביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the way we remember. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. This Shabbat, we remember the Yortzites, of Ruth Auerbach, aunt of Michael Pressman, Regina Epstein, mother of Robert Epstein, Adam Gregory Friedland, son of Jill and Kenneth Friedland and brother of Lucy, Rose Held, mother of Jenny Carroll, Eileen Herskovitz, mother of Julie Boo, Randy Kay, brother of Stephen Kay, Dolores Mandelbaum, mother of Eric Mandelbaum, Maurice Rubinowitz, father of Enid Wittikoff, Riva Vardy, the mother of Iggy Vardy, Carmen Weinstein, the mother of Richard Weinstein. And we remember those who have been taken from us in recent days. We remember Audrey Carolyn Shire, mother of Richard Shire, and Gilda Scharf, the mother of David Scharf. If there's anyone else here in the congregation for whom we need to say Kaddish, please feel free to mention their names. Together we join as one community, and we turn in our prayer books to page 598 as we recite the Kaddish prayer. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyamechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olalmei almaya yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha b'reachu le'ela minko birchata v'shirata tushvechata v'nechemata da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Abba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And together we say, Amen. Please be seated. Just a couple of announcements. On Wednesday evening, this past Wednesday evening, our high school kids, our Machon kids, were the 7th graders involved on Wednesday night packing for Midnight Run? Packing for Midnight Run. Midnight Run is a program where our high school students, grades 9 through 12, go into New York and they feed the homeless and clothe them as well. So if you still haven't emptied your closet with everything that maybe you haven't worn in 2 years. The rule of thumb is if you haven't worn it in 2 years, get rid of it already. You're never going to wear it again anyway, or it's never going to fit again. I did some of that tonight myself, getting ready for Shabbat. And please just bring it to the temple. The kids will start packing again tomorrow afternoon. At what time, Jordan? What time do they come tomorrow? At 5 o'clock. So if you can bring things in the morning. We can put them in the main office, and then they can go downstairs when they're packing. Or you can bring them tomorrow afternoon, like after 5 o'clock, where the kids can add to the piles of all of the clothes that they bring. So that's midnight run. Also, congregational meeting is the end of the month. It's Wednesday. Audrey, what's the 30th, May 30th, is our congregational meeting. Of course, we need a quorum in order to make sure that we pass the budget and we have the budget in place for the coming year. So please join us for our congregational meeting. I think, the next major thing is Rabbis Mosnitsky and Kaplan will be taking yet another congregational trip to Israel next December. There's a big poster in the lobby. So please, if you're interested in going to Israel, please join the trip. It's wonderful. I went with them 5.5 years ago when we had a very, very large trip. My sister went with me, and it was the experience of a lifetime. If you've never been to Israel, you owe it to yourself to at least go one time, and I can promise you it will only be your first trip to Israel, because once you have gone, you will definitely return. So that is the last announcement. I think that I have a very special thank you to Alan for being here and playing this evening. Nancy will be with me tomorrow morning on the piano. So after services, we'll have our typical, or traditional, I should say, ice cream, make your own Sunday ice cream Shabbat in the back of the sanctuary, so I hope you will join me. And if Daniel, Elliot, Juliet, and Sari will join me back on the bima to do a bim bam again, so that we can close our service out. Daniel has joined the crew of bim bombers, so we're very happy to have him with us. So come on up, guys, let's do bim bam. All right, can I stand back here and do bim bam while you face the congregation? Is that cool? Okay, all right, you ready? Situate yourselves. All right, give me a key. Ready? And that's it. So, bim pam, bim 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 pam, bim 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 bam, chiri biri biri bim pam, bim 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 pam, bim 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 pam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Bim pam, bim 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 pam, bim 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 bam, chiri biri biri bim pam, bim 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 pam, bim 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 pam. So there you'll join our fourth grade. Okay, this is what happens. You grow up and you get to be a bar mitzvah. Ready for that? I think so. You ready? Here we go. Sing with me. Baruch atah Adonai Elohim melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'nei Aaron. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
It's amazing to me. Big in the city. I was asked through companies to help in the order. Good job.
Thank you. It was lovely listening to you.
There's a better She goes like, yes, I had no idea it was going to stop the service. Now I know. I think people